Happy Father's Day. Father Joe here, your friendly neighborhood pastor, coming to you from St. Patrick's Church in lovely Highland Mills, New York. Today we have a reading from Job, we have a reading from St. Paul's second letter to the Corinthians, and from St. Mark. I must admit that my reflection today comes from Deacon Paul's homily and from Father Reese Dowdy's homily up in St. Thomas, and Father John Say's homily also up in St. Thomas. So I apologize, but the reflection today is not mine. The last line in today's gospel, I think, ends up being the crucial line. The disciples say, "Who then is this whom even the wind and sea obey?" Usually I kind of dismiss this reading because Jesus isn't walking on the water. And so it's like, oh, there's an even bigger sea miracle. So this one can't be that important. However, it's a crucial question. Who is this? The readings today are to try to help us to understand who is this. In our reading from Job, this is later in Job. And so God comes and he says, hey, who do you think you are? All right? Did you create the sea? Did you create boundaries for it? I think this is the last line. He says, "Thus far shall you come but no further, and here shall your proud waves be stilled." When Jesus calms the water, when he stills the sea, and when he rebukes the wind, basically he's showing his divinity. He's showing to his disciples that he's going to be able to save them. And this is true in the boat, but it's also true on the cross. And we also have in our psalm, this is in the third stanza, it's from Psalm 107. The psalm says, "They cried to the Lord in their distress, and from their straits he rescued them. He hushed the storm to a gentle breeze, and the billows of the waves were stilled." This is something that God does. The wonderful thing about Jesus and Jesus doing this is the disciples are all in the boat together. And Jesus is asleep, so they wonder if maybe, he's not aware of what's going on, or maybe he doesn't care. They say, aren't you afraid? Why don't you care that this storm is brewing up? And so it's important that Jesus is with them, because pandemic, this is a huge storm, different problems in our lives. These are big storms, and sometimes God can seem far away, but he's not. He's with us. Jesus chose to come down and share in our humanity so that we know that he is truly merciful, that he is compassionate. Not that simply he knows of our sufferings, but he chose to share in them. And so the disciples in the boat, they're calling on him for help. And because he's human, he's there with them. Because he's God, he has the power to do what he says. And when he rebukes the wind and when he calms the seas, he's saying, you see, I'm God. I'm here with you, and I can take care of you. It's a foreshadowing of the cross. You see, I've shared in your humanity, and as such I can die. But I'm God, and death will not have the last word. So whatever it is that you're going through today, remember that Jesus is with you. And that whatever it is, he's going to bring you through. It's not like you're never going to have storms. It's not like you're never going to have any suffering. But Jesus has gone ahead of us. and we know that he is with us today and that he will bring us through any trials and tribulations. God bless you. Have a blessed Father's Day.